Let's get started in child's pose on this wonderful Monday. So for child's pose, touch your big toes together toward the back of your mat, widen your knees out as wide as you want. Sink your hips down to your heels, then rest your forehead down on your mat. Reach your arms out in front of you, palms down. Begin to bring your attention to your breath. Take a nice deep breath in, feel your belly fill up, your lungs fill up. Then a nice loud open mouth exhale, let everything out, let go of your day. Now take another deep, full breath in. This time seal your lips, exhale back out your nose. Continue breathing here like this, in and out through your nose. With every inhale, filling all the way up. Then every exhale, matching that length of time. Take one more deep breath in. And another slow breath out, sink your hips a little bit deeper. Your next inhale, rise up to a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Gaze down between your hands. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly down, lift your gaze to the wall in front of you. Exhale, cat pose, pull your spine up toward the ceiling, gaze between your thighs. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, breathing in through your nose. Exhale, cat pose, arch your spine, breathing out your nose. Return to a neutral tabletop, gaze straight down between your hands. Reach your right arm out in front of you, thumb facing up toward the ceiling. And then extend your left leg back behind you. Flex your left toes down to the ground. Squeeze your core in tight to stabilize yourself. Take a breath in. Exhale, crunch your knee in toward your elbow. So left knee to right elbow. Push your spine up and then squeeze your belly button up toward your spine. Inhale, extend your arm and leg. And exhale, knee to elbow, crunch in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drop your hand and foot and knee back down. Now extend your left arm out in front, thumb facing up toward the ceiling, and then press your right foot back. It's like you're pressing your heel into the wall behind you, toes flex down toward the ground. Take a breath in. Exhale, squeeze your knee in toward your elbow, pull everything in really tight. You should be feeling really tight core here. Inhale, extend your arm and leg. Exhale, pull your knee in toward your elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drop your hand and your knee. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, tabletop hover. Lift your knees 2 inches off of the ground. Again, squeeze your core, squeeze your belly button up into your spine to feel your low core. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. You can take a moment to settle into this shape here. You can wiggle your hips, bend into one knee, bend into the next. Now take your attention to your hands. Press your hands down really firmly into the ground. As you press your hands down and forward, lift your tailbone up. Feel that length throughout your spine. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your feet behind your wrists at about hip width distance. Drape your torso over your thighs. Option to sway side to side. Maybe you grab for opposite elbows. So let your head hang heavy. There should really be no tension in your body here. Drop your arms down to the ground. Toe heel your feet together to touch. And inhale, slowly rise up to stand, stepping one vertebrae on top of the next. No rush to get there. When you get to the top, Reach your arms up overhead, spiral your pinkies inward, take a breath in. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Draw your right arm behind you, left arm forward. Keep your hips squared to the front, so pull your right hip point forward and the left hip back. Inhale, extend your arms up to center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Press your right arm in front of you, left arm back. Feeling this twist throughout your spine, you can gaze to the side wall or toward your back hand. Inhale, extend your arms up to center. Exhale, Samastitihi, drop your hands together at your heart. You can feel your eyes closed or soften your gaze. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath back out your nose, create an oceanic sound in your throat. Put your eyes open, drop your arms down to your sides, palms face forward. Inhale, mountain pose, extend your arms up overhead, firmly ground down through all corners of your feet. Pull your kneecaps up, engage your quads, take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips down through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift, press your palms to your shins or your thighs. Press your weight into the ball mounds of your feet and then magnetize your shoulder blades inward toward one another. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Set this high plank up strong. So stack your shoulders over wrists, heels over toes. Squeeze your belly button in. Press the ground away. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, low plank. Lower down halfway, elbows in, pinned in toward your sides. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip the tops of your feet. Pull your thighs up and expand through your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Engage your core to lift your hips up and back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands together at your heart. Send your arms down to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms. You can always take these on your knees or skip them. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms up. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands together at your heart. Drop your arms down to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, ride your breath down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze your core in tight. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, sit your hips low, arms up. Squeeze your inner thighs together, and then as you do that, sit your hips just a little bit lower. Tuck your tailbone under to take that big curve out of your low spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold, dive back down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your spine. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, pull your thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, extend your right leg high. Squeeze your right glute to power the lift in your heel. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Curl your spine in toward your nose and then press the ground away as hard as you can. Inhale, three-legged dog. Keep your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your palms. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral your hips open to the left side of your space and breathe here. So bend deeply down into your front knee, but keep your front knee directly over or a little bit behind your front ankle. Press a lot of weight down with the knife edge of your back foot and gaze over your top hand. Inhale, hinge your torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Drop your right arm and reach your left arm either up toward the ceiling or toward the wall in front of you. Option to place your front forearm on your front thigh. traction your front knee to the outer edge of your front foot. Now begin to straighten your front leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Press your hips forward, extend your right arm up and back. Now from here, keep breathing in, come up onto your front heel, extend your right arm toward the wall behind you. As you reach toward the back, pivot your right foot down to the ground and then sweep your arm down for wide leg forward fold. From here, you can walk your feet a little bit wider if you want. You can press your hands down into the ground. It'll be easier to get your hands down on the ground if your feet are farther apart, so feel free to just walk them a little farther if you want to get your head down toward the ground. Pull your kneecaps up to engage your quads. Now inhale, halfway lift, flatten your spine, tense your fingers on the ground. Exhale, low lunge, crawl your palms forward to frame your front foot, take a breath in. Exhale, high to low plank, step your right foot back and then lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, straighten through your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips back. Inhale, extend your left leg high, flex your left toes down to the ground, even the weight between your palms. Take another breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, curl your left knee in, catch your back and squeeze your core in tight. Inhale, three-legged dog, extend your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot between your palms. Inhale, warrior two, sprawl your back foot down, open your hips up to the right side of your space, and breathe here in this position. Stack your shoulders directly over your hips, so that might mean pulling your shoulders back just a little bit. Maintain really strong arms, palms face down toward the ground, and gaze over your top hands. Inhale, hinge your torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle, tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12. Right arm reaches up, left arm either down or on your front thigh. And you can take your right arm toward the ceiling or toward the wall in front of you. Just engage your side bodies. A lot of core work required here to peel your torso off your front thigh. Now begin to straighten your left knee. Inhale, reverse triangle. Press your hips forward, extend your left arm up and back. Now from here again, come up onto your left heel, so point your left toes up toward the ceiling. Reach your left arm toward the wall behind you. Keep reaching behind you, then hinge all the way down to wide leg forward fold. And breathe here just for a couple breaths. Again, you can walk your feet a little bit wider if you want. Get your head down toward the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, tense your fingers, flatten out your spine. Exhale, low lunge, crawl your palms to frame your front foot, take a breath in. Exhale, high to low plank, step your left foot back, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step toward your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, stitch your hips nice and low. Exhale, forward fold, release down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, press into your palms. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, extend your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, pull your knee in, squeeze your core in tight. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior two, blossom your hips open. Exhale, extended side angle, hinge forward, then down. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, reverse triangle, extend your right arm back. Now keep reaching back. Exhale, wide leg forward fold, hinge all the way down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, tense your fingers, flatten your back. Exhale, high to low plank, crawl your palms forward, step your right leg back, then lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, keep your left leg up. Exhale, left knee to nose, pull your knee in toward your face. Inhale, three-leg dog, kick your leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior two, sprawl your back foot down. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward and then down. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Reach your left arm back. Now keep reaching back to the back wall. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, high to low plank. Crawl your palms forward. Step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step toward your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips nice and low, lowest chair yet. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips back down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, keep your right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze your core in as tight as you can. Inhale, three-leg dog. Keep your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral open to the left side. Exhale, extended side angle. Hinge forward and then down. Straighten your right leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Reach your right arm back. Keep reaching back to the back wall. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Sweep down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Tense your fingers. Exhale, high to low plank. Crawl forward. Step your right leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend your left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, curl in as tight as you can. Inhale, three-leg dog, your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior two, spot your back foot down, gaze over your left hand. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward and then down. Straighten your left leg, inhale, reverse triangle. Keep reaching to the wall behind you. Exhale, wide leg forward fold, hinge down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze your core and flatten your back. Exhale, high to low plank, crawl your palms forward, step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog, pull your thighs up off the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Take a deep breath in, slow breath out. Drop down to your knees, press your big toes together. Widen your knees to the width of your mat. Rest your forehead on the ground for child's pose. Take a few breaths here in child's pose. Re-regulating your breath. With each breath in, feel your belly press against your thighs. And creating that oceanic sound in your throat with each exhale. Take one more deep breath in. One more slow breath out. Your next inhale, rise up to a tabletop position. Then flip over onto your butt. So take a seat. We'll do 3 rounds of boat pose. So remember your options for boat pose. You can hang your hands behind your thighs and then your toes on the ground. Just keep your chest up. You can parallel your shins to the ground. You can extend your legs all the way and extend your arms out to the side, parallel with the ground. So choose whichever variation you want. We'll do 3 rounds. So choose whichever one you want. All right, prepare and lift up. First round of boat pose for 5, just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles, press your palms on the ground. And then roll back, pick it either the same or different variation. Here for 5, keep your chest lifted. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles, come forward. 1 more round. Lift your legs if you're doing so for 5, just 4, 3, it's okay if you're shaking. 2, and 1. Come forward, cross your ankles, plant your palms, step back to a high plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, heels over your toes. Continue to press the ground away. Just this last little bit of core work. We'll do 2 breaths here in high plank. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. 1 more breath in, squeeze your core a little bit tighter. And 1 more breath out. Now lower slowly all the way down to your belly. We'll take Sphinx pose. Plant your forearms on the ground in the shape of an 11. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Palms down on the ground. Now pull your palms toward your body without like actually moving them. And that action will pull your chest forward and stretch throughout the front line of your body. Give your core a nice stretch. Just relax your shoulders down away from your ears rather than crunching your shoulders up. When you're ready, lower back down to your chest. Press your palms down into the ground. Tuck your back toes. Press up to a high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your palms. Inhale, warrior 1. Swell your back foot down at about a 45-degree angle and extend your arms up overhead, framing your face. Take a minute to set up this position. So you can take a shorter stance, walk your back foot in a little bit. You can take a wider stance on the width of your mat if you want. Try to keep your hips as squared forward as you can. And then bend as deep as you can into your right knee, feeling this opening through your left hip flexors. Take a breath in. Sink just a bit deeper on your breath out. Now inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, pyramid pose. Hinge from your hips down toward the ground with a nice flat spine. Then you can curve down. Keep your back foot firmly planted and then squeeze your inner and upper thighs together. As you squeeze your thighs toward one another, feel how your right hip presses back and your left hip kind of comes forward. Feeling this opening through your right hamstring and your right groin. You can tense your fingers on the ground, or if you like to do a reverse namaste, like prayer hands behind your back, you can do that. You can also press your fists together behind your back. So choose whichever arm variation you want. On your next inhale, come back to warrior 1. Bend back into your right knee and extend your arms overhead. Stay for 1 more breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Readjust your stance. Find front heel to back arch alignment in your feet. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Press your hips back. Reach your right arm forward and then down. Left arm up toward the ceiling. You can gaze toward the side wall to your left, or you can gaze up at your top hand. So your right toes should be pointed directly forward in this pose, toward the top of your mat. Really press your hips back as far as you can. Now inhale, reverse triangle. Keep your right leg straight. Press your hips forward. Extend your right arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your right foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, keep your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Spiral your back foot down. Inhale, warrior 1. Sweep your arms overhead and breathe here. Again, take a minute to settle into this position. You can drop your hands to your hips if you'd like to ensure that your hips are as square as you can. So you can step your back foot in if you need. So kind of tuck your tailbone under. As you tuck your tailbone, you should feel a deeper stretch through your right hip flexors. And that's good there. Just keep pressing down through your back foot as much as you can. Stay for 1 more breath in here. Sink deeper on your breath out. Now inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, pyramid pose. Hinge from your hips down slowly toward the ground. If you need, you can walk your back foot in a little bit. Choose whichever arm variation you like. You can tense your fingers on the ground. You can press your fists together behind your back or take reverse namaste with your palms pressing each other behind your back. So choose whatever you want. I'm going to draw the crown of your head toward your shin in that general direction. And then squeeze your inner thighs together just as you did on the other side. Your right hip come forward, left hip back. Now inhale, warrior one, bend back into your left knee, extend your arms up overhead. Continue to press down through your back foot, take another breath in. Exhale, warrior two, readjust your stance. Left toes point directly forward. Inhale, straighten your left knee. Exhale, triangle pose, hinge forward and then down. Maintain just a micro bend in your left knee. Just a tiny little bend, so much that you can feel it, but I can't really see it. Engage your side body. It's really important here to lift more up toward the ceiling than jumping down toward the ground. Inhale, reverse triangle. Keep your left leg straight. Press your hips forward and extend your left arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, send your tailbone a little bit higher. Press your palms down really hard. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your hands. Big transition here. Load all of your weight into your front foot. Inhale, one leg mountain. Press yourself all the way up. Left knee in line with your left hip. You can extend your arms overhead or keep them at your waist if you'd like. Flex your left toes up toward your face and then squeeze your right butt cheek. Take a breath in. Exhale, airplane pose. Very gently and slowly hinge your torso forward and down as you kick your left leg behind you. And fly your arms out toward your sides, or you can press your palms together at heart center. You can choose whichever variation. Squeeze your left glutes to power the lift in your back heel. Squeeze your shoulder blades toward one another if you're flying your arms out to the side. Now inhale, very slowly drop your left foot down to meet your right and extend your arms overhead, mountain pose. Exhale, Samasthiti, drop your hands together at your heart. Ground down through your left leg. Inhale, tree pose on the right side. Press the sole of your right foot to your inner left calf or up on your inner left thigh. Again, take whichever arm variation you'd like. We do this pose quite a bit. So if you're getting pretty good at it, try to challenge your balance a little bit. You can try fluttering your eyes closed for a second. Feel how that really challenges your balance. Another option is to raise your arms up overhead and then draw your gaze up between your hands. All the while pressing your right foot into your left shin or thigh and then pressing your left leg back into your right foot. Stay for one more breath in. Exhale, Samasthiti, drop your right foot, hands together at your heart. Inhale, mountain pose, extend your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinge all the way down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhale, high to low plank. Step your feet back, always optional. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your palms. Again, this big transition here, take it as slow as you need. Inhale, one leg mountain. Press up off of your left leg and then press your right knee in line with your right hip. Arms either overhead or at your waist. Focus on an unmoving point in front of you to help with your balance. And then feel your core kick on. Be really conscious about this connection with your core. Take a breath in. Exhale, airplane pose. Very slowly and carefully hinge your torso forward and down, extending your right leg behind you, and either flying your arms out to the side, pinkies up, or hands together at your heart. Flex your right toes down to the ground and squeeze your right glute as tight as you can. Now inhale, mountain pose. Very slowly drop your right foot down, arms up overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands together at your heart. root down through your right foot this time. Inhale, tree pose on the left. Press the sole of your left foot on your inner left, or your inner right calf or inner right thigh. This side might feel a little different. That's totally fine, totally normal. Take whatever arm variation you want on this side. It can be the same, it can be different. Gently press your pelvis forward. And as it's just a very subtle press of your pelvis forward. Your belly button will squeeze back into your spine and externally rotate your left leg toward the wall behind you. Stay for one more breath in. Exhale, Samasthiti. Slowly drop your left leg down to the ground. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, dive down all the way to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, neutralize your spine. Exhale, high to low plank, plant your palms, step your feet back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come down to a seat. All right, we'll do some playtime. So you can do whatever you'd like. If you're working on something and you want to try it out, go right ahead. That's totally fine. So you can work on crow pose or anything else that we've ever worked on or haven't. You can do whatever you want. I'll demo tripod headstand again like I did the other day. Because your core is really warmed up. We've done quite a bit of core work today. So for a tripod headstand, what's really important is your core. So you'll create like a triangle here, a nice triangle base. Press your palms really firmly into the ground. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Then press the crown of your head, so like the very top of your head, down into the ground, creating like a triangle base. From here, you can just practice being in this position. It's kind of weird, like a weird perspective. So you can just practice this and get comfortable with this. You want to take it a little farther, hike your hips up, walk your feet in, and then place your knees on your triceps. So you can stay right here if you'd like, that's totally fine. You can also extend your legs all the way up toward the ceiling. Just continue to press really hard into your palms. So pressing into your palms will actually relieve some of the stress from your head. So you shouldn't really be feeling this like too much in your head. It should be more of like squeezing your core in nice and tight and pressing really hard down into your hands and pressing your shoulders down too. Hey, Sam. Ooh, come on for the crow. That's good. So take like a minute more to play around. Again, you can do whatever you want. You can always chill in child's pose. Taking a little break here. Whenever you're done, take your time. We'll meet in child's pose in a couple breaths.
Hips can quite get there.
It's like a huge, here, can I help you with it? So really lift up your core, like as tight as you can. Yeah. See? You got it.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I can be able to
Then
do
once
that
you
myself.
figure out how to like squeeze your low core in, like and just control those muscles, it'll be a lot easier. So once you're in child's pose, take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine, and then a nice slow breath out. Inhale, lift up to a tabletop position. Tuck your toes under, exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Take one more deep breath in here. Exhale, compress your chest closer toward your thighs. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, come through to a seat. Press the soles of your feet down into the ground and then lower all the way down to your back. We'll take bridge pose here. So for bridge pose, soles of your feet down to the ground, extend your arms down by your sides. Your palms or your fingertips can kind of be grazing your heels. Then inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Option to interlace your hands underneath your back and kind of snuggle your shoulders underneath yourself to create a shelf. Stay for one more breath in. Press a little higher. Exhale, slowly roll down. Now from here, press the soles of your feet together to touch. I'm going to actually demo fish pose. I don't think we've ever done fish pose in one of these classes before. So for fish pose, it's another kind of heart opener. You can take your feet, the soles of your feet together to touch. When you're down on your back, then you can take your hands on the outside of your thighs. From here, press your elbows into the ground, and then press your chest up and drop down to the crown of your head. So you're opening up through your chest. It's a bend in your low back, and the top of your head is on the ground. You can kind of pull against your thighs to make that a little more possible. Just continue to lift your chest up toward the ceiling to alleviate the stress out of the top of your head. Take one more breath in. Exhale, slowly lower all the way back down to your back. You can stay down in Supta Baddha Konasana here. The soles of your feet together to touch, knees out wide. Take a few moments to reconnect with your breath. You can place one hand over your heart, one over your belly. Inhale, feel your belly rise up onto your hand. Exhale, feel it gently fall back down. Place your hands on your outer thighs. Close your knees up together. Wrap her behind your thighs and rock and roll the length of your spine a couple times. All the way up to a nice tall seat with your legs extended out in front of you. So extend your legs out in front. Press your sit bones down into the ground. You can kind of remove the flesh from underneath your sit bones. That'll help you hinge forward a little more. Take a deep breath in, find length. Exhale, seated forward fold. Bend your chest over your thighs and grab for whatever is accessible. That might be your shins, it might be your feet. Kind of drop your head down forward on your knees. Inhale, rise back up. Take fire log pose here. So for fire log, it's a great hip opener. Your hips are really tight. You can grab like a pillow or a blanket or something to help out here. So if you want to grab that, go ahead, or a block if you have a block. So you'll place your left shin like parallel on the ground. It's okay if your left knee doesn't hit the floor. And then take your right leg, place your right heel over your left knee so that your legs like kind of stack on top of one another, just like fire logs, like you're to create a pile of like firewood. So this is a really deep opening in your hips. So you don't want your legs to come too far in toward your body. You want to keep your heel like kind of over your knee and then this knee over your heel. Again, if there's space between your left foot and your right knee, that's totally normal. That's fine. You can place a block or a blanket or a pillow there if you want that support. If you have really open hips, you can even bend forward a little bit and reach your palms forward. Just choose whatever's comfortable here. It's creating pleasant sensation in your hips. So gently release from the pose. Switch out your sides. Place your right shin down on the ground first. And then take your left leg. Take your left like heel or ankle over your right knee. And then drop your left knee down as far as you can toward your right foot. Again, and so this side might be a little different. Your hips might have different mobility. That's totally fine. If you want to hinge forward, you can totally do that. I probably can't. You hold up a lot of tension in your hips. You just use your breath to kind of calm you down and release that tension. It's really helpful. Gently release from this pose. Place your feet on the ground and roll down to your back. Pull your knees into your chest. Pull your right knee up into your right armpit and extend your left leg far out in front of you. Inhale, squeeze your right knee in. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your right leg over the left side of your body. Tee out or goalpost your arms. So the most important thing here is just keeping your shoulder blades grounded. So if your right knee doesn't hit the ground, that's totally fine. Just so long as your shoulder blades stay on the ground. Inhale, return your legs to center. Hug your left knee up into your left armpit and extend your right leg out in front. Take a deep breath in, squeeze your left knee. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your left leg over to the right side of your body. Again, tee out or goalpost your arms. Option to gaze up, option to drop your gaze to the left if your neck allows it. Again, maintaining a connection with the earth in both shoulder blades. Return your knees to center. Hug your knees in toward your chest. Grab for the outer edges of your feet for happy baby. Pull your knees down toward your side bodies. Stamp the soles of your feet on the ceiling. Then press your low back down. So if your low back comes off the ground, grab for behind your thighs instead. Gently rock from side to side. Massage your low back. Pull your knees into your chest. Lift your forehead up to your knees. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Roll into the tiniest little ball you possibly can. Squeeze everything together. Take a breath in. Exhale, Shavasana. Let your arms and legs go long. Let your arms just fall out to the sides. Find whatever shape is most comfortable to you here. Does not need to look like anything in particular. Wherever you're at, release any tension in your toes and your feet, your legs. Release any tension in your hips, your abs. Relax your shoulders down from your ears. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And relax the muscles in your forehead. Just enjoy a couple minutes of rest. Stay here in Shavasana as long as you like. Continue resting. If you'd like to be guided out, begin to bring small movements to your fingers and toes. Roll out your ankles, roll out your wrists. Take a nice long body stretch. Extend your arms overhead. Draw your knees into your chest and then rock onto either side, your right or your left, for a fetal pose using your bicep as a pillow. Press yourself up to a nice tall seat. Find a comfortable seat. Nice tall spine. You can place your hands on your knees and your lap at heart center. Either soften your gaze or flutter your eyes closed. We'll finish with the breath. Exhale out any stale air. Now take a deep, full breath in. Feel the length throughout your spine. Then hold your breath in at the top. Open mouth, exhale, sigh your air out. Lift your thumbs up to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows and your forehead. The light in me honors and sees the light in all of you. Bow forward. Namaste.
Thanks, Emily.
Yeah, good
Good
job.
one.